Hello, everyone, and thank you for tuning in. Today, we're going to do an update on Bitcoin, its valuations against the US dollar. We're going to talk about Bitcoin dominance, the state of altcoins at this moment. It was about a week since my last State of the Altcoins video, but I'm going to bunch it in with Bitcoin right now because Bitcoin is bouncing. It's bouncing pretty hard on the day. It is now up about 7.30%, uh, almost engulfing yesterday's red candle, which can be interpreted as some bullish movement. In reality, I would still say we're range bound, and one way to define that is just by looking at the chart ever since February, and you'll see that we've been going up and down for several weeks now. On the weekly chart, looks more or less the same of sideways moving action. We have a doji candle at the moment for the week. Obviously, this isn't solidified by any means. We still have 4 days and 5 hours left for this weekly candle to close, and it could be anywhere more higher up, lower to the bottom, which would change the doji candle into you could say a shooting star, or well, not a shooting star, just a red candle, or a hammer, which is also a bullish indicator as well. But what's more interesting, and I'm going into longer term time frames, is even with this bounce, even with the slight volatility that we have been experiencing the past few days, where Bitcoin dropped like 6%, sorry, 6.9%, and now it's up 7.35%, almost went up as high as 8% today. We're still range bound on the monthly charts. Last month we lost 1.71%. This month we're currently down less than a percent on Bitcoin. So things have been relatively stable, I might say. And this is as close to stability as you're going to get in a volatile crypto market like we're in today. So this is more than we can ask for, essentially, I think, in my view. I mean, even the uh, uh, was it sideways moving in this area here, was it? It's more easily seen on the week. Yeah, the period of May to July, um, that was the span of a month, and in that move there, we moved up 9%, right? That month was more volatile than the month of April, and and it shows. We see that with a sideways moving Bitcoin, good things will happen. Things have been lining up to be good. Chainlink has been doing very well the past 2 months. Sorry, going up about 30% each month. Ethereum uh, does not need an explanation or an introduction to show that it has been a monster for the past 3 months, up 4%, 47%, and right now up 27% for the month of May. So that's where we currently are. In other words, nothing of cause of concern today. We did see a little because of this bounce of Bitcoin. When it got to 8%, we really saw altcoins take a hit. Right, we saw Litecoin going back down to about 4% up against Bitcoin. We saw Chainlink down 4%. We saw Ethereum down 5% earlier today. A lot of things were down against Bitcoin because of that move up. And now look what we're seeing. We're seeing a neutral Ethereum, a neutral Chainlink. Uniswap is still getting reamed. Uh, Basic attention token is up 8% now. When I was making the video today, it was up 3%. Litecoin is now up 9.55% for the day. XRP is up 6% for the day. So we're seeing a midday rally from altcoins after that boost from Bitcoin. And I think it just shows that for a moment, people thought that this was going to be a Bitcoin run. However, it didn't go any further. And so that liquidity is flowing back into altcoins, and altcoins are now bouncing. If we're really going into the intraday, which I rarely do, when have you ever seen me throw up like an hourly candle chart for any asset that I trade? Anyway, let's move along to the dominance, and the dominance. My, the dominance. Since March 31st, okay, since March 31st, where the bottom literally fell off for the dominance chart, we have dropped 14.47 percentage points on the chart. Remember that Bitcoin dominance is a chart from 0 to 100. It can't go over 100, can't go below 0. So the numerical value that we see should be what we're looking at, not necessarily the percentages like what we do with other assets on this chart. When we move it back to the week has been very good to us, down 2.70% for the week, and to the month. Okay, and this is the impressive part. Last time I made a state of altcoins video was May 1st. Okay, I checked. It's May 1st. That was at the beginning of this monthly candle, and it was at the line, obviously, because we just closed the month and then we opened for the month of May. It was around 49.50 uh, percent on Bitcoin dominance. Now it is at 46.31. Okay, we are dropping fast. We are dropping fast and we're dropping hard. It really does seem like the bottom is continuing to go. And there is no, I mean, I can erase the charts here, but you can see here, this is the only, last time we were in this area was the peak of the 2017 bull run. Okay, the peak of the 2017 bull run. This is fascinating. Okay, so at this time, right, 2017, 2018, what was happening? Bitcoin made its peak, and then we saw the last hurrah from altcoins. If we go back to Ethereum, that was this move here from December 17th to the month of January. We saw this impulsive move from Ethereum. We saw an impulsive move from Litecoin, which was here. Sorry, I'll make a brush here. This move here is what I'm talking about. XRP, well, look at the month of December 2017. 503% move in a month. Okay, that is so you get what I'm talking about. That the peak, the 2017 when Bitcoin peaked out was the last hurrah for altcoins, and that brought it down to 36.42% Bitcoin dominance. Where are we right now? We're at 46.30. Bitcoin is not at a peak. Okay, I would make the argument Bitcoin is not at the peak, um, and this is not a market cycle top on the span of like what we saw in 2017 of December. This is not it. This doesn't look like it. You can argue me otherwise, and I'll be willing to listen. But this isn't it. This isn't it, Mac. Um, Last month, down 1.71%. This month, right now, we're still down a percent on the month. Where's the drop? There is no bottom falling out yet. We're seemingly stable at this level. And even if we did drop, I doubt it will be much because of how close the 20-week moving average is. So we're already at 46.30. What is it going to look like? Okay, what is the dominance going to look like when Bitcoin peaks out? Whether that's 100,000, 125, some people say 200,000. Where is dominance going to drop? And that's just a rhetorical question. I'm not asking for an answer from you guys because I don't even have an answer for that. I just think it's fascinating that we're already at this level and Bitcoin's only at $57,000. So, back to the dominance. We don't see any structure here. We don't see any levels of support or resistance. The only two that we have is this and this and this, which we broke May 1st. Okay. Um, I do have a third level. Okay, so um, before this video, I had this level and this level drawn on my previous videos. I now have this third one here, just as kind of like a line in the sand of if we cross this, it really be altcoin season. This isn't supposed to be any kind of support or resistance level. You can make the argument that it could be because this is where in the month of April, we came up to this level, but we really just blasted through it the next month anyway. If we go to the weekly, you can kind of see we wicked up here and we kind of held for a few weeks here. But again, nothing of importance in my mind. It's kind of just a line in the sand for me to see if we cross that. I will really be interested in what my altcoin positions will look like at that time. But in reality, there is no support or resistance. This is really just, this is the equivalent of like a price discovery to some extent, obviously, because we have been at these levels before, obviously, but there is no structure. There's no structure until, until 39.87% dominance, which we're not there yet, but at this rate, it really seems like we're going to go down that way. Uh, to get to that level, we would need to drop another 6.40% on the Bitcoin dominance, which at this point can be accomplished in a month. I'll be completely honest. What happened in the month of April? The month of April, we dropped 10.01 percentage points. This month already, we already dropped 3.87 percentage points. Another 6-7% drop on the Bitcoin dominance, entirely doable. Is it going to happen? Well, that's a different conversation, right? That is a different conversation. We don't know how long Bitcoin's going to last going sideways. If May is going to be anything like April is, then heck yeah, let's ride this down to the bottom, I would say. But we simply don't know. In any case, though, what's also interesting is Bitcoin's up 7%. However, Bitcoin dominance is still down a half a percentage point on the chart, meaning that altcoins, even from a Bitcoin move up, is still outpacing Bitcoin. What was interesting was a few hours ago when Ethereum was down like 5%, Chainlink was down like 3-4%, altcoins were taking a hit a bit during the day, and Bitcoin was at 8%. Bitcoin dominance was like zero. The move for the day was zero, meaning that despite this move, the altcoin market has at least kept up with Bitcoin. It didn't lose any more than Bitcoin did. If it's at zero, if Bitcoin dominance is at 0 percentage points movement, then yeah, that is what's happening. Altcoins are bleeding on the whole the same amount as Bitcoin was. Obviously, you're gonna have altcoins that were down like Ethereum, and then have altcoins like Litecoin that are up, but it all balances out, right? So what does this indicate is that even with a strong Bitcoin a reversal attempt, if you want to call it that, at an 8% rally for the day, altcoins still outpaced Bitcoin, and it is still outpacing Bitcoin now while I'm recording this video, down half a percentage point. It's it's looking fantastic. Now, obviously, this doesn't last forever, and we need to be wary of that. But keep the faith that it will all work out in the end. Make sure you have your stops in place. Make sure that you have your sell targets set to some degree. Even if it's arbitrary, like it's a band, then that works too. But in any case, I would recommend that you have that information, that plan you have set for yourself prepared before it comes remotely near it, so that when it does come, you know what to do now. You're not scrambling. You're not saying, "Oh, what if this? What if that?" You already have your strategy in place, and you're going to implement cold, calm, cool, and calculated. And that's just how I personally feel. With any asset that I have, before I open up a position, I have an idea in mind on what to do. If this, then that. Essentially, it's just binary. Um, but that's pretty much it for today, you guys. Altcoins still in the driver's seat. It's been in the driver's seat since January, and look at this drop. You can't tell me it's not altcoin season already. But that's all for today, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Take care. Bye bye.